In today's interview, we have a really recognisable name from the Premier League. He's gone from playing football and retired now to owning a premier lifestyle company, providing luxury cars to football stars around the globe. So, looking forward to this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. I'm here with a man who's gone from the Premier League to owning a premier lifestyle company. Marlon Harewood, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Trying to keep as busy as possible during lockdown. How are you keeping?
Yeah, just staying at home, doing the best I can at home with the family and trying to work from home like everyone else is. But it's been quite hard because everyone's in a bit of a situation with businesses and stuff.
I said you have the Premier Lifestyle Company, and we will get to that. But how long is it since you've been away from football?
4 years. Playing wise, I haven't really been away from it, especially with the business and being an ambassador for West Ham. I haven't been away in that terms of watching and entertaining and watching a few games and stuff. I haven't been away from it in that sense. But playing wise, it's probably been about 4 years.
And do you miss it? Do you miss it every day, or are you okay with not playing now?
No, I'm okay with not playing now. The only thing I really do miss, because I get asked this question quite a lot, is the change rooms and the banter between the lads and stuff like that. I do miss that, going into training and seeing the lads day in, day out and training and working hard. I do miss that bit.
I should have said, actually, you still asked me what I was doing in lockdown. I've been playing so much Football Manager, and a few years ago, it used to be my go-to signing.
Yeah, I love that. Get you out of trouble, yeah?
Yeah, get me out of trouble, get me up, and then get me in the Prem, yeah. Get me solidified in the Prem.
Yeah, there were some good days, there was. My kids, they obviously use me as well. It's funny to hear when they say, "Daddy, I bought you today."
Yeah, proper serial goal scorer on that game. You could guarantee 20 goals a season. You had an unbelievable career, didn't you? Do you look back at it and are you happy with what you achieved?
Yeah, very happy. Very happy, privileged to put myself in that position. Really, growing up, having a dream of being a professional footballer, and succeeding that dream, and what I achieved in that time with the clubs I've been to and the players I've played with and people I've met along the way. It's fantastic to look back at. You
played for massive clubs, so Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Newcastle.
Yeah.
Where did you enjoy your football the most?
West Ham, just obviously playing at a high level, and what I achieved at that time for West Ham with Alan Pardew. We got to a final nearly every year, and got high up in our first year in the Premier. We got fifth in the Premier League, fifth or sixth, and then got to a FA Cup final. So I think that will top with my achievements in my career.
And playing in the Premier League, very few people get to experience it. I chatted to Jason Puncheon on here before, and he said like the pace of that league is just unbelievable. Yeah,
it is different from going up in a Championship to dream about playing in the Prem, and then when you get in there, realizing it is like one of the best leagues in the world, and you have to be on your game to be playing in that week in, week out to play with these top players.
I was looking through your career stats before I did this chat, and you played in China. I don't know if that's as well known as part of your career, and was it similar to what it's like now? Could you see the league was going to grow?
Back then, I could see it was definitely going to grow. I think I went at the right time because the team I went to Guangzhou, they obviously got relegated to the Division 1, and then they wanted to go back to the Super League. So I think I got there at the right time. The owners pumped a lot of money into the club, got quite a few players in to get back there, which we did do. And then after that, a lot of big players started coming over because I could see the league going that way. But a few players had a few problems with pay and all that kind of stuff, and problems with the clubs. But my experience had an absolute fantastic time. So I can't really speak for anyone else. I only speak for myself that I enjoyed my time there.
Because you see a lot of massive names going there now, don't you? And like, it's the money and like the league growing in the Asian Champions League. It seems like an up and coming league and maybe one to look out for in the future.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. When I was there, I could see it happening because the money that they were looking to pump into it to try and attract people to come over, you can see that happening.
Where did you live in China when you lived there? Did you enjoy your time there?
I played for Guangzhou, so I lived in Guangzhou, and because there's two teams in Guangzhou. There's Guangzhou Fully and Guangzhou Overhang, and they were competing for like the top place Super Leagues. And I think Overhang was one of the over the last 3 or 4 years they have been the top team in China, playing in Champions League games and stuff like that. Asia League, I think it is Super Cup, and I think they've done really well. They've got some really top players there.
Yeah, and that must have been an unbelievable experience. And playing for West Ham, are they one of your favourite clubs? I know you started off at Forest, you're a Forest fan, but West Ham has a special place.
Yeah. I would say it's sort of the other way around. Nottingham Forest have a massive special place in my heart. That's where I learned my trade, grew up, made my debut. That will never go away because they're a fantastic club. The academy there was unbelievable. I'm a coach there now, which I try to give back as much as I can. But West Ham is where I played my best football, I think, and I've enjoyed my time there, playing at the highest level. And that's what any player would dream about. And the time I was there, the 4 years, the lads, the change room, the banter, it was, everything was just was good at that time.
At the beginning, kind of moving away from the football to the company you own now, described as a premier lifestyle company, how would you explain it to people who don't know what it is?
It's been going 11 years now, AC13 Premier. The lifestyle side of it just sort of came in about 3 years ago, where we just wanted to help people even more side on the lifestyle bit. But the Premier side has been going for a long time. Situation, me and my business partner, Andy Cole, we set up while I was playing. He wanted to do something different from his work that he was doing before. So we just said to ourselves, let's set up a company. We loved cars, and he was very handy in the car department, stereo department. And so we just thought we wanted to help people more and advising them the best possible way in their cars. Because the reason why I when I was growing up, I had my first very good contract. I bought a Porsche Carrera 4, and family reasons, I had to get rid of it after 6 months, but I had to pay a lot of money to get out of it. And I just said to myself, I can't be doing this. I'm going to help a lot of people to try advise them that they can't be doing this, because obviously footballer career is quite short. And then when you get into like an age of 35, in between 35 and 40, you're going to need that money that you spend on cars throughout your career. So I've had a lot of cars, so I can relate to it.
And you're being modest. A lot of footballers, big name footballers on Instagram, I see them tagging them in. You supply most of the Premier League and EFL, don't you, with their cars?
Oh, we try to. I try to get the advice out to people and helping them. It's nice to hand over cars and see their faces and what they've achieved to buy. So it's just nice to give them the best advice, because they are paying a lot of money. And I just wanted to make sure that they're sure what they want to do and how they want to do it. At the same time, we give them advice, but it's their decision or whatever they want to do and how they want to do it. It's just sometimes it's nice to hand over the keys to them. They work hard for, and a nice new car.
And it's not just new cars. You do some pretty crazy custom jobs, don't you, if the customer wants it?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, now we've got to a stage where we can literally do everything now, to wrapping a car, to changing the wheels, to the interior, doing a tracker system, security, PPF. We do literally everything, which is nice to help that person out. So it's just like a one-stop shop.
I've seen the level you do the cars to, the high-end spec, because I've been inside Patrick Van Arnholt's Mercedes van you customised. We shot a BBC feature in there for Match of the Day. So yeah. Stars in the ceiling, personalised headrest. How long would that kind of job take to do?
It takes a while. It depends on what the individual, what they want inside, really, and how extreme they want to go. with the interior and stuff. The majority of stuff is the interior. It depends what they choose and how they choose it and how they want to spec it. It could take up to like I'd say 5 to 8 weeks, depending on the material that they use and how they want to do it. But it is a long process, to be fair.
And those vans, I don't know if you could go into a bit more detail of them. And are they a new trend? I've seen loads and loads of players starting to go for them now.
Yeah.
What is the appeal?
I think it's just because the game's just getting so important now on their bodies and stuff. Getting drivers, taking them to training, to and fro training. It takes a lot of pressure off them in a sense of resting up, being on your phones and stuff like that, talking to people. It's just a recovery, really. I think the lads they work so hard now, and the rest period is so important. And I think the V classes, they tick all the boxes for them, and especially for the families as well when they're traveling to games, going around, mums and dads coming down, they all can travel together. So it sort of ticks all the boxes now going forward, because the game now is just so advanced. Anything they can do to help, it changes their body and playing.
Who is the biggest name you've supplied cars for?
But to be fair, we're quite respectful to, in that sense, how to word it. I don't like exposing or talking about people unless they're all right about it. But we got Wes Morgan's one of our very good clients, and he doesn't mind us using his name because he's a top lad. But we respect him very much. We do a lot for him, so he doesn't mind us talking about him using names. But I don't really like using names because it's the lads' privacies and stuff like that, unless they're all right about it. But me personally, coming and being ex-professional, sometimes it's just nice they just want to be relaxed and chilled and not being exposed. So sometimes I just leave them to it, and it's just nice enough to supply them with their cars.
And what's your dream car? And if you don't mind, what are you driving around in at the moment?
My run around car is an A5, Audi A5. I've been an Audi man since young. I love Audis. My car's like a road car. I'm on the road all the time, so I just got a little run around to keep me going back and forth. I do ridiculous miles, seeing people, businesses and stuff. But my dream car growing up was a Lamborghini. But now there's so many Lamborghinis now. Lamborghini Aventador, which is a lovely car, which I still love, to be fair. But the car I had was an Audi RS6 van, and I love that car. So probably will be the Audi RS6.
Well, I won't keep you too long. I appreciate you joining me on a Sunday morning. Is there anything you'd like to add before we go?
Obviously, the situation that we're in, to everyone to stay safe, stay at home, look after your family, and obviously for the business, AC13 Premier, anytime you need looking after in your car or want some advice, please look us up, and we're on all the social networks, so just give us a call. Make sure we can help you out.
I'll put the details below so people can click through. Marlon Harewood, thank you for your time.
No, you're welcome.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.